Hello all, this is Halloween. I want to wish you a happy 4th of July. If you love haunted places, cemetery tours, and history, this might be the place for you. Go ahead and subscribe. I think you'll like what's coming up. Today, it was my intent to go to Bushnell National Veterans Cemetery here in Florida. Unfortunately, my plans got derailed. I wanted to do Bushnell for the 4th of July, but yeah, they're not open today. And it's hard, I can't get out there during the week because they close early. They close at 4 o'clock, so I didn't really know that. But we're going to have some fun anyway. Today, we're going to a historic cemetery in Mazaryktown. It's the historic Mazaryktown Cemetery, located in Mazaryktown, Florida. Enjoy! We're here at the gates of the Mazaryktown Cemetery. It's well in the country here in Florida, about an hour away from where I live in St. Pete. There's approximately 835 burials here, so it's a small cemetery. And there's a little history to this cemetery. It's actually a Czechoslovakian cemetery here in Florida. Let's check it out, see what we could see. Here it is. I'm walking right into the entrance here. It looks like there's a lot of newer headstones. I don't see a lot of older ones unless there's a more historic section. But Mazaryktown was born of the mind of a New York man named Joseph Joskak, who had the idea to construct a town on the Hernando-Pasco border. Joskak at the time was an editor of a Czechoslovakian newspaper. The town was to be named after Thomas G. Masaryk, who was the first president of Czechoslovakia. This area initially was for early Czechoslovakian settlers to this area in Florida. So it's pretty cool, and it's pretty. I mean, it's a pretty cemetery. Grounds are well maintained, and a lot of cool things to see here. So just wanted to walk you through a little bit. Some cool and different headstones. From what it looks like, it's still open to the public, and there's plenty of room for more burials, if this be your heart's desire. I'm here under the big tree right in the right-hand corner, which offers a huge area of shade. Very beautiful. There's a little creek over there or something just outside of the cemetery. Looks like we have some new arrivals here that recently passed away. I wanted to kind of walk through here because it sounds beautiful. They have wind chimes hanging from the trees. A lot of people have left flowers, statuettes, windmills, and it's just a really beautiful and peaceful cemetery. Looks like there are several that have been buried recently here. And we got blessed because it's not too hot today. The headstones here are fantastic. They're just so ornate, each one saying different things. And if you want to come visit a cool cemetery, if you like to look at headstones and read what the families have written, this would be a good one to come to, because it's just, there's so much variety when it comes to that. I'm going to take plenty of pictures for you too. I've now moseyed on over to the other side of the cemetery. I think Randall's taking a walk over there, getting some exercise. It's interesting because on the grounds there's they have a trailer parked on the grounds here. I don't know if that's the groundskeeper or it's such a country area that makes me wonder. But you see the names, a lot of them are Czechoslovakian. Now this cemetery doesn't have any mausoleums. I see one actually over in an area all by itself, so maybe it has one. But it doesn't really have any niches or anything like that. It's only burials. Look at that one. That's beautiful. Some veterans are buried here as well. And they have their little veterans memorial there at the front of the cemetery, as it should be. We got a Vietnam veteran there. I don't think that this cemetery is owned by a big company like Dignity or anything like that. This is definitely a private owned cemetery. The dogs are just going off over there. This one here needs a little TLC. My husband just informed me that evidently some of the neighborhood folks have been walking their dogs through here. So you might run into a pile here and there. Just watch where you step. Starting to get a little warm here in Mazaryktown, and I'm starting to get a little hungry. So I think we'll go get some grub. Headed out. Really, it is a beautiful cemetery. So this was fun. I really liked this one. It'll be really nice here because there's not a lot of shade, but there are some really good shade trees. But it's just not like canopied in or anything. So if you're coming out here, there's not a lot of burials. I wouldn't wear sandals because of the dog stuff situation. But if you're coming out here, be prepared for the weather. Wear comfortable shoes. Closed shoes, probably. And enjoy. I think you'll really like it. We're here at the Mazaryktown Cafe, just about a mile away from the cemetery. Gonna go in and get a bite to eat. Cuban food. Thank you so much for joining me again today. I hope you enjoyed the Mazaryktown Historic Cemetery. I love the historic cemeteries because they're short and sweet, but always a treat. And there's just so much love and history in each one. They're so unique and special. If you loved this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you next time.